Okay, welcome now to week 2, and I'm Mr. Fikes, and what's left of him. And I want to give you just a short video introduction here about how the course is organized and some of the things that you'll be doing this week and sort of what you can expect in the future. So when you come into your weekly assignments here in Blackboard, and we're looking here at week 2, then the first thing you're going to want to notice is this section here called Learning Objectives. And in this case, there are 4. The first one discusses the discussion forums. Now, there are 2 discussion boards. One is just a peer support forum, and the peer forum, you're required to publish at least one message in the peer support forum every week. That's just where I'm enabling you to talk to one another. And some of you have some experience with web design, and maybe you can provide some tips to those who are asking questions. But the peer support forum is for anything that's related to students taking this course. I don't care what you talk about. It could be test questions, it could be quiz questions, it could be anything that you want. I just want you to communicate there together, because together you are a part of a learning community, and I want you to take advantage of that. So post one message there per week. I will not grade that message, but you'll probably get an email from me if you don't post. The other is called a research forum, and this is where I'm posting a question for y'all to research. And so you're required to post your response to my question, and then you'll also want to post a reply to what some other student has posted. So in the research forum, there are 2 postings that are required in that forum. Now, coming down to number 2 here, it says assignments from the textbook, and I've given you the chapters that you are to read. Now, in those chapters, there are exercises, and you are not doing any of the exercises that are in the textbook. I want you to read those pages and understand what it says, because by doing that, it's going to make all this other stuff make a lot more sense to you. But you do not have to do any of the assignments in any of the chapters of the textbooks. What I do is I assign you these chapters, and then I give you the weekly quiz. All of the weekly quiz questions come from the assigned chapters. That's the way that works. So if you don't read the chapters, then you're not going to do very well in those quizzes. The third item here in learning objectives is the coding assignment itself for this week. And what it tells you here is to follow the instructions in the week 2 instructions file that's found in your Dropbox folder. So when I open up Dropbox folder here, the one I've created for y'all, then every week you will see a file like this that says week something or other instructions. And those instructions look like this does over here on the right side of my screen. It starts off with telling you what your assignment reading objectives are and a couple of other comments. And then you'll see 1 or 2 or 3 more of these different sections that I want you to read. One is here. This first one is called File Extension Problems. You click on this and it drops down and tells you just exactly what I want you to know. And it gives you videos like here for Windows. I have one, and there's one for Mac users. Be sure and read and understand what this is talking about. This is content that is in addition to Jennifer Robbins' textbook, so I want you to be sure and read all of this stuff. Now, the second one is the link to the instructions for week 2, and when you click this arrow, then it'll drop down and it just starts walking you through step 1, step 2, step 3, 4, and in week 2 there are 5 steps, or six steps. And when I grade your work, then sometimes I will say, 5 points for missing something that it said to do maybe in step 2 or step 3 of the instructions. And this is what I'm talking about. I go to a lot of trouble to create all of these videos and all of these instructions. And I hate to say it, but believe it or not, sometimes I have students who just try to skim through this and not read every word. And every year I have a student or two or three or more where I'm having to say, you need to go back and reread step number whatever. So it's going to show in your work if you don't read these carefully. And it's going to cost you a lot of points if you don't read these things carefully. Be sure and do that. Don't make me the bad guy when it comes to your grade. All right, so it tells you more over here in the coding assignment what you are to be doing. And then right here, every week, I give you an outline of how I grade your coding assignments. So these will tell you things that you need to watch for. So be sure and do that. Then, of course, it talks here about the quiz. And just as I say here in the quiz, you can retake every quiz as many times as you want to help you to improve that grade. There's no reason to end this course with a grade average of less than 100 for all of the weekly quizzes, because I let you take every quiz over and over and over again. And that's my way of rewarding you. What I'll do is I will give you the highest grade that you earn on a quiz, and that's the grade that will be used to calculate the grade for that week's assignment when I do the end of term averages. And also the two exams come directly from the weekly quizzes. So it's very much to your advantage to go through those weekly quizzes over and over again, and that will improve your chances when it comes to exams. Here are links to the forums, and you'll click on those. Here's the link to quiz 2. Here is a link that you'll need for step number 5, I believe it is, in the assignments. And then I have several videos that I'm currently having to rebuild since Adobe took away our code editor. And so I have these videos, and these are just embedded code. This takes you to my website, to my channel on YouTube. But here they all are. You don't have to go look them up. But you're going to watch every one of these. And I keep them as short as I can. I don't think any of them are longer than 10 minutes. And some are closer to 3 and 4 minutes. So I want you to watch through these, follow what you see in the videos, do these things in your browser, then you'll be doing well in the class. I'm not going to do these kinds of videos every week. And like over here on the right-hand side in the list of instructions, you'll see that at the bottom, I even show you exactly what your coding assignment should look like on your computer when you get it finished. And I won't do this every week. I'm going to expect you to follow instructions and to learn these basic skills as we go through the class. So that's what I'm looking for. Feel free to email me anytime that you have a problem. And be sure that if your problem is involved with coding, always try to ask me questions through a video email. So create a video, show me what it is that you're doing. Because if you just tell me, I may or may not understand. If you send me a screenshot, I might understand a little bit. But when you send me a video that shows me exactly what you're doing and then what kind of result you get, then I will know almost instantly what you need to know. So help me help you, and I will be very happy to do that all the way through the term. Just one last caution, don't be late with your work. I know some of you have to work all week and you scramble to try to get everything done in all of your classes on the weekend, and I'm sad that you have to do it that way. But in this class, this is a class that will totally eat your lunch if you get behind. And so if you are more than a week late on an assignment, you can't expect a grade of higher than 0 on something that's more than a week late. I will still grade it, and I will still give you feedback on it and tell you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. But I want the grade in the class to reflect what you know, and I don't want your grade to reflect what a nice guy I am. I will bend over backwards to help you. When you have emergencies and things, let me know. I'll do all I can to help you. But if you just get behind and an assignment is late, then do expect that there will be penalties on the grades for those files. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to always help in any way I can. So I'm looking forward to your success and for us getting through this course together.